It is John here, and welcome to a product review. This is a product that we unboxed 2 years ago, actually December, the end of December in 2016, and I figured it was about time that we actually reviewed the actual use of this wonderful controller. This controller here is the Xbox Elite, the Xbox One Elite controller, and it's treated me very, very well over the last 2 years. I've used it just about daily and quite a few hours every single day for the last couple years, and it's had a couple issues just very, very recently. The first issue that we had was about a year just before it fell out of warranty, actually, is this bumper right here, the right-hand side bumper, it broke. I took it to Microsoft because we had a Microsoft store very, very near the house when we lived in Seattle, and they replaced it for me, the whole controller, which is really nice. Then it broke again about a month ago. It was no longer in warranty, and we don't have a Microsoft store anywhere nearby here in LA. I guess we kind of do. It's a bit far from where we live, though. They weren't going to replace the bumper or the controller, so I had to buy a new bumper. And I'll put a link in the description below where I found the bumper. It was on Amazon, and it was fairly inexpensive, so I went ahead and replaced it, and it works just fine. It's actually really easy to replace the bumper in this. And you can also notice that I have different grips on the bottom here. These are scuff grips. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. There they are. These are scuff grips. They're really sticky, not like sticky like as in gooey, but they grip your hand really well, and your hands don't tend to slip off or get very sweaty, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I really like these, and the only reason I got these was because this happened just after I repaired the bumpers. And if you can see that, is this started to peel off on one of the grips. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can just glue it back down. No, it's actually stretched out, like probably where your hand goes, and it forces it up, or I don't know. I don't exactly know why it happened, but it started to come up, and it was very little tiny bit. Then it changed a little bit more the next day, and then it just started to peel up altogether the day after that. So I'm like, okay, this sucks. So it's time for new grips. So I went online to look for new grips, and you can't buy one, obviously. You got to buy both. And new grips, even on Amazon, aftermarket-wise, they're still $41 or $42. And if you want to buy those, I'll put a link in the description below where you can get those as well. It's actually the same company that I bought my bumpers from, but I figured, well, maybe I can get something better, and I found these for like $50. And they came with thumbsticks as well. I just didn't use them. I like the original thumbsticks because I kind of like the fact my thumbs glide over the thumbsticks. My thumbs don't slip. Well, then just yesterday, this happened. This is the rubber off of this thumbstick. That's not a custom thumbstick. That's made out of aluminum. You can see these come off. They're magnetic. That's the what's underneath the rubber part of thumbs. I don't know if this will focus. Focus. This goes, here. Maybe I'll review this camera next. I have some qualms with it. Anyway, so I think it looks kind of cool, actually. The original, what's underneath the rubber on the original thumbstick. So I kind of left it off. We have more thumbsticks that they came with. They're just taller. So we have the mid-sized ones that are domed, obviously that it originally came with. Then the taller ones that are identical, the grip on top are identical to the one that is right here. And you can see on this one, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's worn down. It's worn to the point of where it's pretty smooth. It used to look like this one here, and now it's just pretty smooth for me using it so much over the last couple years. But other than those little cosmetic issues, and other than the bumper was actual malfunction. It wouldn't work. It started falling out. It was pretty bizarre. Other than the bumper issue, which was the part that was not cosmetic, everything else seems to function very well. I haven't had any issues with the functionality of this controller. Every once in a while, I'll pull off the bottom parts, the bottom bumpers right here. Only to use it as a regular controller when I'm watching like YouTube or something like that. Because if I set it down on the couch, these tend to press down if there's like a pillow or a blanket or something on the couch. It'll push these down and it'll kind of mess with things. So I'll pull these off. But luckily they come off really easy. But yeah, the controller itself I think is fantastic. It has not let me down. I have been originally I used it with regular batteries, regular AA batteries. But then I switched over to these guys probably about a year and a half ago. Only because it consumes batteries a lot, just like any of the Xbox controllers. But yeah, I switched over to these Eneloop batteries a while back because I can recharge them. It came with 4. I ended up buying 4 more batteries just so I can constantly have batteries to go because we have I think we have 8 controllers in the house altogether between the 2 Xboxes, and these batteries are fantastic. I'm not sponsored by these guys by any which way, shape, or form, but they do make a huge difference in your battery cost. We used to buy 100 batteries probably every couple months and go through them because, again, we have so many controllers in the house. We're always using, any given time, we're using 3 or 4 controllers. The other 4 are kind of just sitting stagnant whenever friends or family come over. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description below where you can get these guys as well. They've been a lifesaver, quite honestly, and they're a heck of a lot cheaper than buying batteries over and over and over again. Now, even if you buy them in bulk, which we ended up doing, buying about 100 packs at a time, it was still ended up being a lot more expensive than just buying these rechargeable ones. Anyway, the review is not about the batteries. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it was really, really interesting and very helpful in my experience. So yeah, the controller itself, like I said, very, very good. When you connect audio to it, it works really, really well. I've never had issues with the audio. I do use this thing that came with one of my Turtle Beach headsets to adjust the audio. It's a little dingy, but I do use it every once in a while. It's okay. It's not the greatest thing to adjust audio with, but it does plug. It just snaps right in and plugs into the little port underneath there, and it works beautifully as well. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys want to check these out. That way you can adjust the audio on your headset more than just full on the headset itself. You can increase it with the power from your controller. It does use batteries a little bit more, but it does allow for a louder volume in your headset. If that makes any sense. You can increase it quite a bit, actually. But yeah, I do store mine in its case right here every single night. That way it doesn't get gross or dirty or whatever. I don't just throw mine on a coffee table. I don't throw mine on the couch. I never leave it out because I like to take care of my stuff. I figure if you take care of your stuff, it'll take care of you. So yeah, dudes, that's basically the gist of it. Controller works beautifully. None of the buttons have failed, knock on wood, and none of the functionality of it has failed. If you guys have used it, if you guys had good or bad experiences, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your stories. If you guys have other controllers that you enjoy over this controller here, or maybe a controller that I haven't heard of, maybe you guys can suggest those to me down in the comment section below as well. Anyways, dudes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more reviews of gaming type things, gaming type electronics, let me know, and I'll try to get around to it. Thanks a lot, guys. Until next time, see ya.